You read that right. A 10-year-old, a child, somebody who has no life experience, took his own mother's life over a VR headset and is trying to get the bond reduced from $50,000 to $100 because he obviously can't afford it.
Tonight, chilling new details of a 10-year-old Milwaukee boy opening fire, killing his mother at close range. 12 News is not naming the boy due to his age, but new court documents reveal the boy opened fire because his mom wouldn't buy him something on Amazon, and then he purchased a virtual reality headset from her Amazon account the day after she died. The deadly shooting happened Monday at the boy's home near 87th and Hemlock on the northwest side of the city. Police initially ruled the shooting accidental, but the criminal complaint says the 10-year-old's family called police with serious concerns the next day. The boy's sister telling detectives, quote, "He has had rage issues all of his life. He becomes very angry and acts out," adding that he had been seeing a therapist. And when police questioned the boy a second time, they say he told them the shooting wasn't accidental and that he was mad at his mother because she woke him up early that morning. According to this complaint, police say the boy told them he took his mother's keys and grabbed the gun from a lockbox, then went down to the basement to confront his mother while she was doing laundry. The boy told investigators he only meant to scare his mother by shooting at the wall, instead admitted that he shot her in the face and that he knew guns can kill people. No one answered the door at the family's home Thursday. The complaint says the boy's grandmother said he told her, quote, "I'm sorry for killing my mom," then asked if his Amazon package had arrived.
Well, Hillary, tonight, what's next for this boy?
Well, Patrick, he is charged as an adult. He's due back in court next week, and if convicted, could face 60 years in prison. Meanwhile, his mother's funeral is set for Friday.
This was the first in-person hearing for the boy, and it's odd, if not troubling or jarring, to see grown men, deputies, walk a small child into a courtroom wearing a detention center issued T-shirt. But the fact is, he's accused of a terrible crime and he's been charged as an adult. The 10-year-old throughout most of the hearing sat quietly with his head down.
You understand we're in juvenile court, but this is an adult court proceeding.
Prosecutors have charged him with first-degree intentional homicide. Records indicate he shot his mother in the face after refusing to buy him a virtual reality headset.
The complaint alleges that the victim was shot at very close range in the head.
On Wednesday, the boy's attorneys asked the court to drop a second count of reckless homicide, calling it redundant. That will be decided next month. They've also asked bail be reduced to $100, the only money they say the boy has.
My team and I have spoken with him about his ability to post anything. He told us about piggy banks with savings that he had from gifts, from birthday gifts, and scavenging through cushions in the couch that he's been able to save up.
The judge did not reduce bail, keeping it at $50,000. If the boy is unable to post bail, he may remain in custody now and for the rest of his life if convicted of intentional homicide.
And I have to sit here and ask myself, and also ask all of you watching, if I'm crazy for not caring about this 10-year-old because his family's called him crazy. He openly lied to the police and then confessed to it. He beat up his cousin after shooting his mother. And oh, by the way, just in case anybody wasn't paying attention, he shot his mother over a VR headset. I'm sorry, but when you add all these factors up, it makes me look at this situation and say, I am sad that a woman lost her life, especially knowing that she lost her life at the hands of her own spoiled child who thinks the world revolves around him. But I can't feel bad for the child because they knowingly did something that is obviously criminal. Yes, you can say, oh, he doesn't really know about life and this is obviously something where he has to grow and be able to understand. But in the back and front of my mind, I'm seeing this and I'm saying, everybody knew that this child was crazy. Everybody in the family knew something was up with this kid, and they really didn't do anything to help as much as they should, to the point where he was so self-absorbed to want a VR, ask for the VR, be told no, and then shoot his mother, and then go above and beyond to try to hide the key to the gun safe so that people wouldn't find it and have access to it. This kid knew what he was doing to some extent, to the point where I can't have any sympathy for him, and I want him to spend a very long time in jail because I believe he's being tried for an adult. This is not something where you could just lock somebody up in a juvenile detention center. You gotta prosecute this little bastard for the crime that they committed, which is something many adults adults do that you don't really hear about kids doing. Like, I've honestly been given nothing to feel sorry for this kid. I don't hear anything about abuse. I don't hear anything about bad home life. I'm just hearing about a child who shot their mother over a VR headset. And that is the most spoiled brat concept I have ever heard that's supposed to be saved for a crime TV show. This is not meant to be in real life. And the saddest part is a mother is no longer on this earth. A child has to face the grim consequences of being tried as an adult because they were too spoiled to understand the concept of the word no. I can't look at this and ever feel bad for somebody who willingly went above and beyond to take somebody's life and then tried to hide evidence for it and then beat up another family member because, oh well, circumstances were in their favor. This is something that maybe is desensitizing me because I've seen and observed other stupid things, but I'm honestly curious. I want to know from you people in the comments, am I crazy for not caring as much? Am I crazy for hoping that this kid gets locked up forever? Am I desensitized? I'm genuinely curious if any of you are desensitized. But that's all I got for the video. I just wanted to broadcast the fact that we have people who exist, and they're young and they're old, who are spoiled and will go above and beyond over being told no. And that's the saddest concept on the face of the planet, but oftentimes the most grim pill to swallow is that it's obviously reality.